Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Legends of Boxing PC game. What a fight card we have from the outdoor arena here at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. Monday Night Mayhem up next. Main event, Gerry Cooney versus Ezzard Charles, 10 rounds heavyweights. Preceded by Tommy Morrison versus Kenny Norton, 10 rounds heavyweights. Ingemar Johansson versus 2-ton Tony Galento. So it's the Ingo Dingo against 2-ton Tony, 10 rounds heavyweights. Ronnie Lyle takes on the popular Englishman Frank Bruno, 10 rounds heavyweights. The Wild Bull of the Pampas, Louis Firpo, takes on the Butterbean, Eric Esch, 10 rounds heavyweights. We lead things off, though, a rematch of a highly controversial junior welterweight championship fight, which saw both pugilists knock the living daylights out of one another. But, in our opinion, Gene Hatcher was well ahead. Fighting in his home state of Texas, the referee would stop the bout in controversial fashion as debris littered the ring. Let's just go back in time for a moment to that first matchup. And that was junior welterweight. You can see Gene Hatcher fighting out of the red corner. It was an untelevised match, unfortunately. Gene Hatcher fighting out of the red corner was well ahead. He had dropped Arguello 3 times. Hatcher was down twice. It was a wild brawl. When they stopped the bout at 2:34 of the 12th round, I mean, Arguello was putting some punishment on Hatcher, but my God, they didn't stop the bout when Arguello was down twice in the 9th. And being battered unmercifully against the ropes. So this is the rematch. Arguello, always a class act, is giving Hatcher his rematch that he clamored for after, again, a very controversial stoppage. So that is our first bout of 6. Then the rest are all heavyweight, big banging heavyweights. Let's go to the preview here. 15 rounds for the Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. The champion, Alexis Arguello, at Junior Welterweight is 2-0. He has lost at lightweight and featherweight. Arguello defeated Gene Hatcher, as we just stated, in their first matchup to defend his title. Highly controversial 12-round TKO. Gene Hatcher in our universe is 2-1. Arguello overall, in reality, 77-8-0 with 62 stoppages. Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, 32-7-0, 23 stoppages. Arguello from Managua, Nicaragua. Gene Hatcher, Fort Worth, Texas. Arguello, Hatcher, both have good punching power. Endurance, a slight edge to Alexis Arguello. Control factor and edge to Arguello. Hatcher's got to get on the inside and rough up the tall, thin man. Arguello with a tremendous right cross, good jab, and he hooks well to the body, also to the head. He has a sneaky uppercut. Hatcher has to bring the pressure. He wants to hook to the body, hook to the head, and snap that uppercut. Both pugilists are in the ring. The rematch, Arguello Hatcher, 15 rounds for the Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. Will we have another epic, or will Arguello blow Hatcher out of the water this time? Pugilists at ring center getting their final instructions from the referee. There are no questions from either chief seconds. Eddie Futch in the Arguello corner. Dave Gordman in the Hatcher corner. They touch gloves. They go back to the corners. Here's the bell for round number 1. Hatcher looking to press. Arguello trying to stay behind the jab. Hatcher works his way in. Hatcher bangs the body. Arguello smothers him, now moves away. Hatcher continues to press the fight. Hatcher with a left to the body and a right uppercut and another left hand. Good start for Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Pressing, pressure. Right, left, misses by Gene Hatcher. Hatcher continues to be relentless on the inside. Hatcher bangs away with a left right to the body and a left right to the head and another left to the head of Alexis Arguello. All solid hooks, and they landed. Hatcher said his fists will be Judge, Jury, and Executioner in this title bout. It's been all Gene Hatcher here in round one. Oh, a jab to the body and a short right cross clipping the chin of Alexis Arguello. Arguello has no answer for the rabid pit bull Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Hatcher hooks hard to the body with the left and the right. Arguello smothers him, now moves away. Excellent start for Gene Hatcher, under a minute to go. Arguello staying on his bicycle. Hatcher, pressure. Hatcher again works underneath the jab, banging away with lefts and rights. Arguello desperately holding on. Hatcher working the free hand. Referee breaks them. 10 seconds to go. Hatcher lands a little below the belt, but the referee says Arguello is tugging his head down. Excellent start for Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Fans are abuzzed here. Outdoor Arena, Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. Mr. Roper's smile is at ringside. He says, I always thought Gerry Cooney was a very good fighter who needed more seasoning before going up against someone like Holmes' stature. Good point, good point. I always thought, well, he had demons too. He had some alcohol and drug problems. It would have been interesting had he had got that fight with Mike Weaver before Larry Holmes. It would have been interesting, but it fell out. Good point by our good friend, Mr. Roper's smile. Watch out for those kids on that above you. That's a Three's Company's reference. Round 2 scheduled for 15. Hatcher again coming out to press the attack. Smothering body shots, left, right, and then a right hand to the head. Arguello looking to land something here. Arguello with a left hook to the body. Hatcher continues to press. Arguello walks him into a right cross. Missed with the left uppercut. Arguello starting to warm up. Just as I say that, Hatcher bores in. Hatcher with a left to the body and a right uppercut, snapping the head of the Nicaraguan. Arguello behind the jab. Pause and misses the right hand. Hatcher fighting quite well. Arguello looking to land, and again he misses the left-right. Good job by Hatcher. Hatcher being quite elusive. Arguello, left hook to the body, right hook to the head, and another left hook to the head. Good, solid shots by Alexis Arguello. Much better round 2 than round 1. Toe-to-toe exchange, even exchange. Arguello moving side to side. Hatcher trying to catch him. Hatcher works his way in. Bangs the body with the free hand, and there is the bell. A very close round. I still give it to Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. I have it unofficially 2-0 for Hatcher. We prepare for round number 3. In the Arguello corner, they want it, the tall, thin, strong man to stay at distance, work the jab, and clip Hatcher moving in with that strong right cross. Dave Gorman in Hatcher's corner says, pressure, pressure, pressure. Beat the body and the head will fall. Arguello catches Hatcher moving forward. Hatcher was able to dip away from the left hook, but got caught with the straight right. Both fighters feint but don't fire. Arguello behind that jab. 2 jabs and a right hand catch Gene Hatcher. Arguello starting to get in a rhythm now. Arguello feints the right hand, digs the left to the body, and quickly brings it to the chin of Hatcher. Hatcher gets past the jab and bangs away with the body. Arguello smothers him, now moves away. Arguello looks to land the right, feints the right, a left hook on the jaw of Gene Hatcher. Hatcher, undeterred, fires away with 4 body shots before Arguello can smother him. Good body shots with the left and rights to the rib cage of Alexis Arguello. Hatcher stays in tight. Hatcher wings a left hook to the head. Arguello wings a No, Hatcher wings a hook to the head, excuse me. Arguello bats it away. Toe-to-toe exchange at the bell. Good round for Alexis Arguello. He's regrouped since taking a beating in round 1. We have it 2-1 Hatcher unofficially. Dave Gorman imploring his Padua, Gene Hatcher, let your hands go, let your hands go. Eddie Futch very calm in the Arguello corner. Says, just keep him at distance, use the jab and the right hand. The bell for round number 4, scheduled for 15. Junior Welterweight Championship of the World at stake here. Arguello, the defending champion, won a controversial stoppage victory, defending his title in his last matchup with Gene Hatcher. Hatcher gets on the inside. Hatcher rat-a-tats the body and then up to the head, smothering Arguello, forcing him back to the ropes. Good solid hooks by Gene Hatcher. Arguello looks to fight off the ropes. Right hand landed. The left hook to the body caught a bit of Hatcher's arm. Arguello still on those ropes. Toe-to-toe exchange. Hatcher keeps him pinned to those ropes. Arguello looks to fight his way off the ropes. A left hook to the body quickly brings it to the head. Now moves to ring center. Hatcher pursues. Both fighters looking to fire, but they don't. Hatcher works his way in. Arguello tries to tie him up. Hatcher banging away with the free hand. Now works the left right to the body and up to the head. Good job by Gene Hatcher. Hatcher stays in tight. Hatcher with a left hook, right uppercut, left hook to the jaw of Alexis Arguello. Under 40 seconds to go here in round number 4. Hatcher banging away as he is holding and hitting. Referee lets it go. Final seconds. And Arguello banging away, holding and hitting. Now the referee has words with both pugilists. 4 rounds in the books. We have it 3-1 Hatcher unofficially. In the Alexis Arguello corner, Eddie Futch wants Alexis to turn the tide of battle. Very calmly telling Arguello, back Hatcher up. In the Hatcher corner, Dave Gorman, rinse and repeat. Stay on the inside, keep the pressure on Arguello and bang that body. The bell for round number 5, scheduled for 15. Junior Welterweight Championship of the World at stake. Arguello, this is the rematch. Arguello, the controversial stoppage of Gene Hatcher, who is well ahead in the 12th. It's Arguello in control, pressing Hatcher, trying to move him off his spot, hooking to the body with the left hand. Both fighters maul, brawl, but don't land anything clean. Hatcher pressing forward. Hatcher with a left hook to the body quickly brings it to the head. Good job by Gene. Hatcher continues to punch. Left right to the body, left right to the head. Hatcher being first against Arguello. Arguello looks to land a thudding shot. Short right hand on the inside lands by Alexis Arguello. Left to the body, partially blocked by Gene Hatcher's elbow. Hatcher took those punches well. Now they tie up. Referee orders them to fight out. They do not. Referee breaks them. Arguello pressing the attack. Hatcher standing his ground. Hatcher eats a left hook into the Labanza and a short right hand into the jaw. Arguello continues to punch. Hatcher dips. Hatcher comes up. Left uppercut. Right hand catches Alexis Arguello. Arguello comes back with a right cross at the bell. But a good round for Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. The change in tactics by Alexis Arguello did not fare him well. Hatcher would rather you stand and bang with him than chase you around the ring. At ringside, another luminary, Dwayne Martz. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel for Red, White, and Blue Racing, Glory Days Boxing, and much, much more. Dwayne Martz says, let's go Alexis. Also joining us, Mr. Roper's Smile. We're through 5. We have it 4-1 Hatcher unofficially. Possibly could have gave round 2 even or to Arguello. The ringside score has it 3-2 Arguello. I don't see that. But it's close either way. Round 6 is upon us. We await the bell. Arguello now will be back behind the jab. Hatcher will press. Arguello puts the jab out there. Then lands the right to the body. Toe-to-toe exchange. Hatcher got in, but Arguello threw as Hatcher did. Both men scored well. Hatcher stays in tight. Hatcher in the left hook to the body, right hook to the body, left uppercut, right hand, another uppercut. Arguello is hurt. Arguello is hurt. Arguello backs into the ropes. Hatcher goes at him. Left to the body, overhand right, clips Alexis Arguello. Arguello looks to fight off the ropes. Lands a short right. His back is still on the ropes. They maul, they brawl. Hatcher is determined to keep Arguello on those ropes. Under a minute to go here in round number 6. Arguello, left uppercut, right hand on Gene Hatcher. And Hatcher buckles and goes back towards ring center. Now it's Arguello. Arguello pawing with the jab. Booyah with the right hand. Hatcher buckles again. Final seconds of round 6. Here's the jab, right hand, left hook. And Hatcher is dazed and battered. He now has a small cut. Is it an abrasion? No, it's a cut. We can see the blood above the right eye. Unbelievable action there. Hatcher pounding away, hurting Arguello on the ropes. But Arguello fought back, and by bell's end of round 6, it was all Alexis Arguello thudding punches off the cranium of Gene Hatcher, hurting him badly over and over again, and producing now what is a small cut above the right eye. They quickly go to work on that cut in the Hatcher corner. Holy cow. What looked to be an excellent round for Gene Hatcher turned into a nightmare. Jeff Ray has joined us at ringside. Hope all is well. Round 7. There's the bell. Arguello going to work from the distance. Hatcher's got to work his way in. Hatcher gets past the jab. Hatcher left hook to the body, right cross to the head of Alexis Arguello. And Arguello's right eye has just puffed up. Unbelievable shot, caught him just right. Arguello blinking. Arguello looks to throw. Arguello knows he's in trouble. Left hook to the body, quickly brings it to the head of Gene Hatcher. Hatcher walks through it. Arguello continues to punch. Arguello left, right, misses. Hatcher with the counter. Left hook to the jaw. Arguello is hurt. Arguello is hurt. Hatcher, right hand misses. Left hook to the body lands. Arguello looks to fight back. He's still on rubbery legs. There's a left to the body, right hand to the jaw of Gene Hatcher. And now Hatcher is buckled. Back and forth they go. Arguello throws hard. He misses. Hatcher, left uppercut, right hand catches Arguello. Arguello backs up a bit. He felt those shots. Hatcher moves in cautiously, now wings a wild combination. Left, right to the body, left, right to the head, snapping the head of the man from Managua, Nicaragua. Hatcher continues to punch, banging away with a left, right, body, head. Hatcher letting it all hang out. Arguello catches him with the right hand. Hatcher walks through it at the bell. Tremendous round for Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Unbelievable action in this matchup. The rematch has lived up to the epic first bout, which was not televised, unfortunately. Wow. We give that round to Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, but Arguello fought back well. Let's go to the ringside score. My opinions and those of the ringside score, purely unofficial. 68-65. Arguello, I give round 7 definitely to Hatcher. Though Arguello came back at the end, and I guess in the eyes of the ringside scorer, stole the round. Round 8 is upon us as we move upon the halfway point of this 15-round bout. Hatcher is fatigued, but there is no quit in the Mad Dog. Arguello's starting to get fatigued. Here's the bell for round number 8. They're going to go toe-to-toe, ring center, billy goat to billy goat, phone booth warfare, and it's Hatcher banging the body quite hard, hoping that the head will fall. Hatcher continues to punch, banging away at the body. Arguello looks for that uppercut, right hand, left hook to the body. Good job by Alexis Arguello. Arguello punching on the inside. Both fighters throwing. Arguello getting there first. They're in tight. Arguello looks for that uppercut, brings the head of Gene Hatcher up, and then snaps it down with a tremendous right hand, followed by a left hook into the ribs of Gene Hatcher. Hatcher felt those punches. Arguello now ripping shots to the body and up to the head. Lefts and rights. Hatcher gives ground. Under a minute to go. Hatcher hooks with a left to the body but missed the right hand to the head. Arguello comes right back with a 1-2 on the inside. Short scoring punches. They maul, they brawl. Referee breaks them at the bell. Good round for Alexis Arguello, trying to retain his title for a second time against Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, hopefully in a less controversial matter. Hatcher was well ahead in the first fight when they stopped it in Texas, to the disgust of the fans at the Fort Worth Civic Center. And let me just say, it was a Marvin Hagler moment in England as debris littered the ring. Round 9 scheduled for 10. They're telling Hatcher, as he is fatigued, really open up now. Arguello will fight on the inside. The bell for round 9. Arguello meets the charging Hatcher with tremendous shots, but they are slipped. They were grazing punches. Hatcher slips, comes up with a left to the jaw, right hand to the body. They tie up. They're banging away, wrestling. Now the referee breaks them. About 2 minutes ago here in round number 9. Again, they jostle and jaw. Referee breaks them. Arguello hooks to the body. That was a solid left hook by Alexis Arguello. Hatcher moves forward. Arguello pivots. Left hook to the body. Right hook to the body. Left uppercut and a solid right hand, nailing Gene Hatcher. Hatcher looks to fire back with a double left hook. The left to the Labanza landed. The one to the jaw was parried away by Alexis Arguello. Under a minute to go here in round number 9. Arguello, left hook to the body, right hand to the jaw of Hatcher. Hatcher walks through it. Holy cow. Hatcher walks through it. Hatcher comes back with a chopping right hand and a left uppercut. They're in tight. Hatcher looks to punch. They fire away. They maul. They brawl. The bell. Hatcher had some moments, but we give that round to Alexis Arguello. Hatcher seems to be fading. Arguello, as he sits down on the stool, breathing quite heavily. The calming voice of Eddie Futch in his corner. Dave Gorman in the corner of Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. 5 more rounds to go in this junior welterweight championship bout. 6 more rounds to go, excuse me. The ringside score has it 88-83 in the rematch. I have it closer. I think I still have Hatcher up by 1 point. Round 10 scheduled for 15. There's the bell. Toe-to-toe phone booth warfare, ring center. It's Arguello looking to be first. Arguello misses. Hatcher dips underneath. Hatcher comes up. Left right hand to the jaw of Alexis Arguello. The left was an uppercut. The right a chopping shot. Cart Arguello well. Arguello, they've done a fairly good job on that puffy right eye. In the Arguello corner, in the Hatcher corner, they've done a good job with that slight cut over his right eye. Arguello now on the inside. Left hook to the body, right hook to the body, left uppercut to the head of Gene Hatcher. Hatcher does not answer those shots. Now they do. Toe-to-toe exchange, even exchange. About 1:47 to go here in round 10. Arguello. Oh, Arguello is admonished for going low. He touches gloves with Hatcher, but then goes right back to Rapalapina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches land by Alexis Arguello. 2 to the body, 3 to the head. Tremendous combination by the champion from Managua, Nicaragua. Arguello continues to punch. Now he concentrates. Tremendous shots into the ribs of Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Hatcher starting to fade and fade fast. Arguello now measuring, putting the jab out there. The right hand was grazing. Arguello, left hook, right hook, left hook. Nailing Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. It's been all Alexis Arguello. Hatcher fading into the sun. Tremendous shots. Hatcher backs up at the bell. Huge shots by Alexis Arguello. Unbelievable. Huge shots. Hatcher looks a bit groggy on the stool in the corner. Alexis Arguello seems to have caught his second wind. Joining us at ringside, Bernard Strom. Hope all is well. Jack Thompson, how are you doing? I made Tyson Fury. You can make fighters in this game, so I made Tyson Fury. That's how I got the card, Jack. Hope all is well to one and all. Well, Arguello starting to pull away here. Ringside score has Arguello up by 6. I have Arguello up by 2. Actually, excuse me. No. I'm sorry. I have it even after 10. Hatcher's going to have to really dig deep. Both fighters fatigued. Here we go, round 11. Inside phone booth warfare, ring center. Toe-to-toe exchange, big exchange as both fighters come out to bang one another into unconsciousness. Arguello looks to fire right back. Left uppercut, right hand, left hook to the body by Alexis Arguello. Arguello continues to punch. Left hook to the body, right hand to the jaw of Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Hatcher is hurt. Hatcher is hurt. Arguello is going to open up here. Referee looking on. Hatcher is stopped. It is over. It is over. Alexis Arguello measuring with the jab. Nailed Hatcher with one right hand. Nailed him with another. Then the left to the body and another right hand. The referee leapt in to halt the contest in the 11th round. No controversy in this one, though. In the first meeting, Hatcher was well ahead when he was stopped in the 12th. After dropping Arguello 3 times, Hatcher did go down twice himself. But Alexis Arguello proves it was not a fluke in the first one. He retains his junior welterweight world championship for a second time over Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Hatcher had his moments, but not like in their first bout, and there'll be no call for a third one. Gene Hatcher will have to regroup and defend his USBA title in the near future. So Gene Hatcher once again is stopped by Alexis Arguello. Arguello getting congratulations from his corner, Eddie Futch and the others in his corner. Arguello, a very popular pugilist, as Dwayne Martz is heard at ringside saying, "Yes, great job, Alexis." You welcome, Jack Thompson. Jack, are you on the Summit Facebook group? If you are, I can post a card there and you can just copy it. Actually, Jack, if you're still there, so let's just do the official announcement before we move on to our next bout. Your winner and still junior welterweight champion of the world via 11th round TKO at the 116th mark of the round, the man from Managua, Nicaragua, Alexis Arguello. All right, for Jack Thompson, let's go rankings, and let's go heavyweights. And let's find Tyson Fury. I made Tyson Fury. I've made Joe Baskey also. Tyson Fury, I'll put the card up for a moment. And you can, if you're watching later, you can just pause and use the ratings if you want the ones I did. And I tested the card. I think it's a good card. Now we gotta find, where do we pass Tyson Fury? Yes, we did. There we go. So I have Fury as a pressure fighter, Control versus a physical fighter, Control versus a physical or tactician, both 9s. Defense is a 3. We are using an 8-sided die now on those rolls, as opposed to the 6-sided die. Power is a 6. Durability is a 9. Chin's a 7. Cuts a 7. Will is a 9. TKO is a 9. +1 finisher. Average when it comes to fouling. Endurance is a 27. His special trait, no penalty. Will has no penalty after knockdowns. So that's how I made the card. Let's get back to the action. So Alexis Arguello retains his junior welterweight championship for a second time over Gene Hatcher. No controversy in this one. We should have looked at the cards. Let's see how the cards had it. I should have looked there. Arguello was well ahead on the stoppage in the 11th. I had it even after 10. Our next bout, this should be a fun one. I like the next 5 bouts are all heavyweight bouts, 10 rounds. Louis Firpo, the Bull of the Pampas, takes on Eric Butterbean Esch. Firpo, Buenos Aires, Argentina, 31-4. No draws, 26 stoppages. Best known for knocking Jack Dempsey out of the ring in the first round of the heavyweight championship fight. Dempsey, the defending champion. I think his best win, I believe he stopped Jess Willard. I think that was his best win, if I'm recalling correctly. Eric Butterbean Esch, 77-10-4, king of the 4-rounders. He had 58 stoppages. Mark Jones has joined us at ringside. As he says, Primo wants Cooney. He's been ducking us. I just hope there's something left after Charles gets done with him. In our universe, Louis Firpo's 5-4 with 2 stoppages and 3 decisions. He's been stopped twice himself and lost 2 by decision. Eric Butterbean Esch is 0-7 with 1 draw, though he's fought everyone pretty tough, including Tyson Fury. Butterbean has tremendous power for the first 2 rounds, but after that, his 8 power drops to 4. Butterbean's endurance is 18. Firpo's endurance is 22. Firpo goes down early in fights. His first 2 rounds, his chin is a 3. So it's kind of fun. Esch could catch Firpo early. You never know here. After the 2 rounds, Firpo's chin goes up to a 7, then again works his way back down after, being worn out. Well, let's go to the ringside. For Firpo, Eric Butterbean Esch. The Wild Bull against the Butterbean. Firpo out of the red corner. Eric Butterbean Esch out of the blue. They come out, they touch gloves, they want to go right at it. Folks, don't blink for this one. Here's the bell for round number 1. It's Firpo who has a control edge as they're going to fight on the inside. They maul, they brawl. Right away you can see Eric Butterbean Esch trying to use his girth on the Wild Bull of the Pampas, Louis Firpo. Esch looks to throw, bangs a hook to the body, missed with the right hand. Esch has surprisingly quick hands for a very large man. Here's Firpo. Firpo comes back, banging away at the underbelly of Eric Butterbean Esch. 4 solid hooks to the body, trying to shove Esch off. Esch does not move. Firpo looks to dig that body again. Left, right to the body, left, right to the head. Esch eating all those punches. Firpo punching away. Now Firpo, a little bit of a punching room, lands a jab. Firpo looks to land that big right hand. Esch smothers him. They clash heads. They're really in tight. Referee looks at both of them. They seem okay. Under a minute to go. Butterbean looks to throw. Wild hook to the body and head. The hook shot to the body landed. Firpo was able to get his arms up to parry away the blow to the noggin. Esch continues to fire. Esch right hand into the ribs. Left uppercut, splitting the guard of Louis Firpo. Esch thinks he has something here. Esch throwing 4 or 5 punches, only 2 get through, but he had Firpo on his back foot at the bell. That was a close round. Neither man landed solid. In the Esch corner, they're telling Butterbean, you've got him, knock him out. Round 2 scheduled for 10. Firpo trying to rough up Butterbean. He went a bit low there. Referee admonishes him. Firpo doesn't care. Firpo thinks he slowed down Butterbean. Firpo Firpo, and it worked. Firpo banging away to the body and head over and over again. Esch has no answer. Firpo continues to punch. Firpo with a left hook to the body, a wild right hand clipping the side of the head of Eric Butterbean Esch. Esch in a bit of trouble here. Esch is in a bit of trouble. Butterbean comes back with a solid left hook, clipping the jaw of Firpo. Firpo takes a step back. Now Firpo charges like the bull he is. Firpo, a wild assault with hooks, lefts and rights, catching Butterbean quite hard. And Butterbean just shoves him away. Bean looks to fire. Bean, right hand misses, but the left uppercut doesn't. And that shot produces an abrasion, and now we see blood under the left eye of Louis Firpo. Under a minute to go, Firpo blinking. Esch provides the pressure, chopping right hand by Eric Butterbean Esch, followed by a left hook into the ribs of the Argentinian. Esch continues to fire away. Another chopping right hand, left uppercut, right uppercut. Firpo absorbs those punches, but he's blinking. That blood under his eyes is getting into the eye now from the shots of Esch. Final seconds here of round 2. Firpo looks to throw. He misses. Counter by Esch. Right hook, left hook at the bell. Huge round for Eric Butterbean Esch, but he is exhausted. His power will now drop from an 8 to a 4. But a good round for Eric Butterbean Esch. We have it 1 apiece. Round 3, Firpo charges out at Esch. Esch looking to catch him coming in. Firpo gets past the Butterbean jab, bangs away with hooks to the body. It's a very girthy underbelly of Eric Butterbean Esch. Both fighters mauling and brawling. Referee breaks him. Esch looks to throw. There's a jab, but he did not throw the right hand. Esch trying to land the right hand. Firpo gets inside. Firpo lands a wild right of his own. Esch smothers him. Firpo again gets inside. Firpo with the free hand rips the right uppercut through the guard of Eric Butterbean Esch. And Firpo goes to the Franks and Beans. Under a minute now left here in round 3. They're mauling, they're brawling, they're banging away at the free hand. The referee tries desperately to break him, finally does. 34 seconds in round 3. Firpo charges forward. Firpo, a left to the body, a wild right hand clips Eric Butterbean Esch. Esch felt that. Esch comes back with a 4-punch salvo. Left, right to the head, left, right to the body at the bell. Close rounds here. Close rounds. In the Esch corner, they're telling him, push the Argentinian back. Through the Argentinian interpreter, we are getting the translation. My God, it's like the corners are talking to each other. They're telling Firpo to push the fat man back. Something's got to give, and it might be the ring. Here's the bell for round number 4. Both fighters mauling and brawling at ring center. No clean punches landed there. Firpo throws wildly, scores. Esch looks to counter. Left hook, right hook to the jaw of Louis Firpo. Good shots by Eric Butterbean Esch. That moved Firpo off his spot. Esch throws wildly again. Firpo dips, comes up firing. Left, right to the jaw of Esch. Butterbean shrugs it off. Good shots by Firpo. Esch just smiles at him. Firpo doesn't take kindly to that. Firpo charges forward, holds him with the left hand, and rips a right uppercut into the bald noggin of Eric Butterbean Esch. Esch comes back with a chopping right hand. 1:13 to go here in round 4. Firpo does not give ground. Firpo bangs the body, then up to the head with a right uppercut. Esch comes right back with a double left hook of his own. One into the ribs, one into the jaw of the charging mad bull, the bull of the Pampas, Louis Firpo. 24 seconds to go here in round 4. Eric Butterbean Esch, chopping right hand, left hook on the jaw of Firpo. How much of this can Firpo take? Toe-to-toe exchange. Firpo got the better of it, and there's the bell. Another solid, exciting round between Firpo and Esch. 4 rounds down, 6 to go. Both fighters giving a lot of effort here. Not just with the punches, but the physicalness. They're trying to strengthen, maul, out brawl one another, and that will wear each other down. Here's the bell, round number 5, scheduled for 10 heavyweights. Firpo gets on the inside. Esch now trying to catch him coming in. Firpo dips, right hand, left hook, right hand by Louis Firpo, producing blood from the nose of Butterbean. So Butterbean has some blood coming down the nose. Firpo, the bull he is, sees red and charges. Firpo, right hand, left hook, right hook. Butterbean absorbs it. Butterbean absorbs it. Tremendous shots there by Louis Firpo. Butterbean looks to come back, lands a solid right left to the body. Good hooks by Butterbean. Firpo, they're standing on the inside now. Butterbean tries to get distance, but Firpo bangs away. Now works his hands free. Left uppercut, right uppercut, snapping the head from the man of Jasper, Alabama. Referee breaks them after some mauling and brawn. The referee's having a lot of difficulty getting between these two big heavyweights. Firpo looks to land here. Firpo, wild right hand, but the left uppercut gets through, nailing Butterbean. Under a minute to go. Firpo continues to punch. Butterbean seems to be fading as Firpo concentrates his attack to the body now. Firpo firing away. A wild right hand, left uppercut, and another right hand. Butterbean buckles on that one. Firpo, left hook to the body, and a wild right hand clips the jaw of Eric Butterbean Esch. Blood near the right eye at the bell of Eric Butterbean Esch. A huge round for the wild bull of the Pampas, the man from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Louis Firpo. Butterbean getting battered here by the bull. They're very excited in the Firpo corner. Esch huffing and puffing. Jake Cruz has joined us here at ringside. Dwayne Martz says the defense roll being an 8-sided dice, is that an option or standard? That is an option. It gives a pressure fighter or a physical fighter who's usually a bigger puncher, not always, a bit more of a chance. The game really, Legends of Boxing, very fun game. I recommend it, whether you want the tabletop. Now, I play on PC. My favorite tabletop game of all time is Glory Days Boxing, period. But it just gives a physical fighter a little more of a chance. I mean, if you have a defense of a 3 on a 6-sided die roll, it's 50-50. You're not going to hit him with shots. Or you're not going to catch him well, you know? So I'm using the 8-sided die roll now. Here we go, round 6, scheduled for 12. Firpo gets on the inside, chopping away with that right hand. Esch trying to stay at distance. It's not much distance. As I say that, Esch lays the trap. Lands the left hook to the body, quickly brings it to the head. Firpo got his arms up there, parried that shot away. Firpo on the inside, banging away with lefts and right to the body and up to the head. Good job by Firpo. Firpo just beating down Eric Butterbean Esch. Firpo throws a wild overhand right. Esch slides away from it, if you can call it sliding away. Firpo firing away again. Right hand, left uppercut. Esch shrugged it off. Esch takes tremendous punishment. Firpo bangs the body now, concentrating on the girthy belly of Eric Butterbean Esch. Under a minute to go here in round 6. Esch still standing. Esch ties up. He's not letting go. Referee now admonishes him. Esch lets go. 30 seconds to go in round 6. Firpo bangs the body once again with lefts and right hooks into the rib cage of Eric Butterbean Esch. Toe-to-toe exchange back and forth, and there's the bell. So Eric Butterbean Esch saved his best for last, but it was a lot too late. Big round for Firpo. Let's go to the ringside scorer. We have Firpo well ahead. Let's see if the ringside scorer agrees. Wow. We are not in line with the ringside score at all in either one of these bouts. Firpo's up 58-57. I have Firpo well ahead in this fight. But everyone sees fisticuffs differently, I guess. Round 7 scheduled for 10. There's the bell. Firpo charges forward. Esch meets him at ring center. Firpo fires away. Firpo bangs with hooks to the body. Missed the right hand to the head. Firpo looks to punch. Esch just not letting his hand go. Firpo is. Again, wild combinations. They're not all landing, but he gets through some to the body, some through the head. Firpo punching. Another wild combination. Esch tries to shove him away. Not much got through, but Firpo did score. Firpo holding and hitting. Referee lets it go. 1:35 to go in round 7. Esch looks to fire. Esch with a good right hand catching Firpo. Not as much sting on those punches, though. Firpo comes right back. Left hook to the body. Left, right. To the jaw of Eric Butterbean Esch. Esch blinking. And that's it. That is it. The referee has stepped in and stopped the bout. Esch was blinking badly after Firpo just went Gangnam style windmill on the Butterbean. Louis Firpo is victorious by TKO at the 153 mark of round 7. So Louis Firpo gets the win, and he's very happy with that. Once again, Eric Butterbean Esch falls to defeat. He does have one draw in his career in our universe, but he fought hard once again. I had Firpo well ahead in this fight. The ringside scorer had Firpo only up by 1 at the time of the stoppage. Let's check out the scoring judges. Wow, 57-57. And then Firpo was up 58-57, 58-56. Again, I don't know what the hell these people are looking at. You can clearly see Firpo, again, these are not punches landed. These are punch points for the... it's a point system in this game. It's the way I interpret it. For punches landed. Those aren't the punches landed, but how effective the punches were. 51-27 for Firpo. I had Firpo well ahead. The ringside score and the 3 judges had it very close. But it doesn't matter because Firpo is victorious. Round 7 TKO at 1 minute and 53 seconds of round 7. So Louis Firpo is victorious. We now move on to, this should be a doozy, Ronnie Lyle taking on Frank Bruno. Ron Lyle from Denver, Colorado. Frank Bruno, favorite son of England, London, England. Ron Lyle, best known for fighting Foreman and Ali. I believe he also defeated Ernie Shavers. Was stopped or lost to Gerry Cooney. And Gerry Cooney stopped him late in his career. Lyle, 43-7-1 with 31 stoppages. Did a stint in the penitentiary. Lyle, a very good puncher. Lyle's endurance is an 8, not a defensive whiz at all. Frank Bruno, 40 victories, 5 defeats, no draws, 38 by stoppage. Bruno's tremendous power puncher. Bruno's endurance is worse than Lyle's. He's a 14. He's always had that stamina issue. So it's going to be a battle of the bangers here. Bruno is 5-3 with a draw in our universe. Ron Lyle is 1-1-1. With 1 KO. His loss was due to cuts. Jack Thompson, what was your best match in Glory Days boxing? Oh, I have many of them. What was my best one? I got to think about that. We've had some good matches with Glory Days boxing. Marciano beating Ali was fun. Frazier beating Marciano was fun. I've had some wild bouts with Ray Boom Boom Mancini. I did a bout offline between Nino Benvenuti and Jake LaMotta that Benvenuti won a split decision. That was a fun bout. Lots of fun bouts. I love all my boxing games. But that's one of my favorite games, period, of all time, Glory Days boxing. Here we go to ringside. 10 rounds heavyweights. Lyle out of the red corner. Bruno out of the blue. Both fighters trying to get their career back on track. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us for Monday Night Mayhem from the outdoor arena at Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. Jack Thompson, Dwayne Martz, Jake Cruz, Mark Jones, Bernard Strom, Jeff Ray, and Mr. Roper's Smile. Fighters get their instructions, touch gloves, they head back to their corners. Here's the bell for round number 1. Bruno applying the pressure. Lyle's going to stand his ground. Lyle looks to fire. Lyle bangs the body with a left-right, holds on and rips a right uppercut through the guard of Frank Bruno. Jack Thompson says his favorite Glory Days boxing match was Balboa and Creed. I've not used those cards yet. I gotta do that. Bruno looks to come back. Bruno throws. One of those punches get through. It was the right hand. Lyle looks to counter. Lyle left to the body, right to the jaw of Frank Bruno. Bruno walks through it. His chin held up there. That was a solid shot by Ronnie Lyle. Lyle comes right back with 2 jabs, but doesn't throw the right hand. Now Lyle moves in. Bruno looking to catch him coming in. Bruno with a 1-2-3. Lumbering punches, but they scored. Very effective there by Frank Bruno. Both fighters throw and miss. About a minute to go here in round number 1. Lyle on the inside. Lyle lets a short combination get through. Good job by Lyle. They're screaming from the Lyle corner. Let your hands go, Ronnie. Let your hands go. You can hit Bruno all day. Lyle's heeding the advice of his corner. Right hand to the head. Left uppercut and another solid right. Bruno is hurt. Bruno is hurt. 21 seconds left in round 1. Bruno trying to grab on. Lyle shoves him away. Lyle bangs a left right into the body but missed the right hand to the head. Final seconds. Toe-to-toe exchange. Bruno backs up. Excellent round number 1 for Ron Lyle. Bruno is a bit dazed in his corner. The Lyle corner very confident. They're thinking they're going to an early dinner. In the Bruno corner, Bruno still blinking. I don't think he's all there. The bell for round number 2. Can Lyle end it here? Bruno on the outside. Lyle moves forward. Bruno throws the jab. It was a grazing shot, but then threw the right hook behind it. Right hook was solid. Bruno again behind the jab. Same combination. Grazing jab and the right hook to the jaw. Solid. Bruno looks to follow it up over and over again. Same combination. Bruno's found something here. Lyle works his way inside, but Bruno's letting his hands go. They're screaming for Frank to throw punches. Lyle looks to rough up Bruno. Holding and hitting there. Referee says, hey, watch out for that. Bruno not happy with it. Bruno, 1 jab, 2 jabs, staying at distance, no right hand. The big Englishman has it cocked and ready to fire. Under a minute to go here in round 2. Lyle moving forward. Bruno, jab, jab, no right hand again, though. Bruno very effective this round. Bruno looks to land the right. He cannot. Lyle gets underneath the jab and rips shots into the ribs of Frank Bruno. Final seconds of round 2. Both fighters throw and miss. They maul and brawl. The bell. A much better round for Frank Bruno, to say the least. We haven't won apiece. Round 3 scheduled for 10. There's the bell. Bruno on the outside. Lyle on the outside. Who will be first? It's Frank Bruno. Bruno feints the jab and lands the right under the elbow into the ribs of Ronnie Lyle. Nice hook by Frank Bruno. Both fighters feint but don't fire. 2:13 to go here in round number 3. Lyle puts a jab into Bruno's face. Lyle looks to follow that up. A 1-2 combination by Lyle. Scoring punches. Bruno comes back with a jab of his own. It's a jabbing contest right now. Lyle charges forward, holding and hitting. Referee again gives him a stern look, but no point deduction. Bruno feints. There's a good solid right hand. A good solid right hand after he feinted 2 jabs. Both fighters throw wildly and miss. 16 seconds to go here in round 3. There's the bell. Neither pugilist did much of anything in that round. A lot of feinting, a lot of putting the jab out there, and a lot of not scoring. We have it 1, 1, and 1. We give this round even. Round 4 is scheduled for 10 heavyweights. Ron Lyle from Denver, Colorado. Frank Bruno from London, England. Bruno on the outside. Lyle tries to move forward. Bruno ties up Lyle. Referee says fight out of it. They do not. Referee breaks them. Lyle again moves forward. Bruno, 2 jabs. Nice stiff jabs by Bruno. They're screaming from the Bruno corner, let your right hand go. Toe-to-toe exchange, but Bruno moves away. Both fighters scored. Lyle gets past the Bruno jab, hooks to the body with a left. Right hand missed to the head. Again, more circling. Bruno very aware. I guess he wants to stay away from Ron Lyle and try to pick him apart. Bruno using that jab. There's a jab and a right hook to the jaw of Ron Lyle. And Lyle goes kaboom! It was a delayed reaction. Bruno goes to the neutral corner. Referee picks up the count at 6, 7, 8, 9. And a groggy Ron Lyle just beats the count. The referee wipes off his gloves. Looks into Lyle's eyes, says, do you want to go? Lyle says, yes, I don't think he's ready to go. Can he survive? These final 49 seconds, Bruno a pretty good finisher. Bruno pummeling Lyle. Bruno is pummeling Lyle. Lyle is hurt against the ropes. Bruno looking to take him out. Bruno just pounding away. Bruno is pounding away. Lyle is defenseless. And there's the bell. Holy cow. Ron Lyle goes staggering back into his corner as his corner people grab him and put him down on the seat of the stool. He does not know where he is. Referee comes over to take a look at Ron Lyle. Let's see if they're going to let this go on. Location of a fight is just location of a fight. You just pick the location of the fight. You can choose a favorite. I don't do that. So they'll have an edge with when it comes to scoring. But I don't do that. And we like to welcome VL123. Big round for Frank Bruno. He drops Ron Lyle, nearly takes him out. Lyle in a world of hurt. Can Lyle rebound here? The bell for round 5. Frank Bruno looking to take him out from distance. Bruno puts a jab on him, puts another jab on him. He's waiting to land that right hand. Bruno, 2 jabs and a right hand there. Good job by Frank. No, has no effect on the fight. No. If you click favorite, like if you wanted to, we'll get back to the fight in a second. Like say if this was at Wembley, and I click for all the English fighters, the UK fighters, right? You click favorite, they'd have a slight edge. So you can do it that way. I'm sorry. Oh, the Eagles lost tonight? I'm sorry to hear that. Take care. Thank you for stopping by, VL123. Back to the bout. And it's Bruno in control. Bruno with another jab and a right hand, clipping a very tired and battered Ronnie Lyle. Bruno taking full advantage of his jab. Another jab and a right hand. Good job by Frank. Bruno now starts to go to the body a bit. Good job by Bruno. Jab and another right hand. Lyle just eating all the shots. Blood above the right eye. Bruno better not get careless, though. Lyle comes back with a 4-punch salvo. Lyle not gone yet. Bruno hooks to the body, now brings it to the head. Bruno's shots are lumbering, but effective. Bruno, right hand, left hook, right hand. Lyle is hurt at the bell. His knees buckled badly. It seems only a matter of time before Bruno takes out Ronnie Lyle. But we've seen it before. Bruno can get tagged and go down. Round 6, scheduled for 10. Can Lyle turn the tide of battle? He better do something. He seems very fatigued. Bruno has hit fatigue. Here's the bell, round 6, and here comes Lyle moving forward. Bruno tries to keep him at bay. Lyle gets in punching range. Lyle banging away, lefts and rights into the ribs of Bruno, now bringing him to the head. Beautiful hooks by Ronnie Lyle. Can he follow it up? He's going to try. Chopping right hand, left uppercut get through against Bruno. Bruno now seems to try to conserve energy here, but it's Lyle punching away. Left, right to the body, left, right to the head of Frank Bruno, and Bruno is down! Bruno is down! Unbelievable! Lyle to the neutral corner. Referee picks up the count at 6, 7, 8, and Bruno just barely beats the count. What a turn of events! Bruno looks lost. Bruno looks dazed. Bruno has no confidence left in him. Lyle will now go for the kill. Lyle banging away. Bruno's in trouble. Bruno on the ropes. Lyle punching away. Lyle banging and banging. Bruno's down again. Bruno's down again. What a comeback by Lyle. Referee, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is over. It is over. Ron Lyle comes back from the depths of Hades to knock out Frank Bruno when it looked like it was all Bruno. And we had just said it. Bruno's chin did it him in again. Unbelievable. Ron Lyle on fumes, dug deep, and boy did he dug deep. Coming back to drop Bruno twice here in round 6. The second time Bruno would not arise. Your winner in stunning knockout comeback fashion at 132 of round 6, Ronnie Lyle. Unbelievable. Frank Bruno, chin fails him once again, but Ron Lyle's fist had something to do with it. Wow. What a comeback by Ronnie Lyle. Let's see what the ringside scorer had it. 49-45 Bruno. That's basically what I had it. So Bruno was well ahead. And then he gets clipped. And nighty-night goes Frank. London Bridge goes tumbling down. The clock strikes 12 on Frank Bruno. The official scorecards now. 47-47 even on one judge. 49-46, 49-45 for Bruno. Bruno was 1 second away from a knockout victory in the 4th. He was battering Lyle on the ropes, but Lyle survived that. Bruno did a wonderful job in the 5th following it up. But you could see Bruno seemed to have punched himself out. He was exhausted, and Lyle dug deep, dropping Bruno at the 2:20 mark of round 6. Bruno did get up at the count of 8, but then went down for good along the ropes as Lyle just kept firing away. Timber. It wasn't a tree, it was London Bridge going splat. The crowd is abuzz here at the outdoor arena at Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. What a comeback victory for Ronnie Lyle. We now move on to Ingemar Johansson and 2-ton Tony Galento. Will be followed by Tommy Morrison and Kenny Norton. Then the main event, Gerry Cooney, Ezzard Charles. So Ingemar Johansson from Sweden. Actual record 26-2-0 with 17 stoppages. In our universe, he is 0-2. He has been stopped by Rocky Marciano and lost a unanimous decision. 2-ton Tony Galento, 80, 26-5 with 57 stoppages from Orange, New Jersey. In our universe, he is 2-2. He has 1 win via stoppage, 1 by decision. He is lost by stoppage and lost by decision. This should be another doozy. Galento, well, defense, not so much. Johansson, defense, not so much. They can punch a bit. Endurance, a slight edge to 2-ton Tony Galento. Confidence, an edge to 2-ton Tony Galento. He thinks he can knock everybody out. He can murder all the bums. But what's going for Ingemar? The hammer of Thor. The Ingo Dingo, that overhand right. Can he land it on 2-ton Tony Galento? Johansson will have an edge, I do believe, in control. Both pugilists have made their way to the ring. Johansson out of the red corner, Galento out of the blue corner, and they're chomping at the bit to go. They say there are no questions from the Chief seconds. Touch gloves. They quickly touch gloves, go back to their corners. Here's the bell for round number 1. Both fighters charge at one another. Toe-to-toe exchange. Crowd on their feet here in Las Vegas in the outdoor arena. Galento comes firing back with a wild right hand and a left uppercut that grazes Ingemar Johansson. Johansson looks to throw the hammer of Thor, but he misses badly. Johansson winds up and fires again. The right hand missed, but the left hook to the body and a hybrid uppercut catches Galento. Both men stand and bang. Wild punches. Galento smothers Johansson. None of those punches landed for Ingemar. Ingemar continues to punch. Ingemar left hook to the body, right uppercut catches Galento. Galento looks to windmill. Galento throwing and throwing and throwing, catching Ingemar Johansson with hooks to the body, now up to the head. 32 seconds to go. Johansson fires back. There's the Ingo Dingo, clipping the chin. The hammer of Thor catches 2-ton Tony Galento. Final seconds. Galento fires back with a left to the body and a right hand to the head of Ingemar Johansson. A wild first round here in Las Vegas. Round 2 scheduled for 10 heavyweights. Galento charges out. Johansson decides he wants to be at distance. He does have some amateur background. Galento bores in. Galento hooks to the body but misses to the head. The left hook got through, the right hand didn't. Johansson behind the jab, lands the right hand! Galento buckles! Galento buckles! Ingemar, jab, jab, no right hand. Johansson looks to land that right hand again, and he does. Johansson has the right hand cocked, and he's looking to throw it over and over again. Johansson feints, but does not fire. Minute 11 to go here in round 2. Again, Johansson trying to position Galento to get nailed with that right hand. Johansson waits. Galento fires. A wild left hook clips the head of Ingemar Johansson. Johansson feints the right, left hook to the body, and quickly brought the left to the head of Galento. Nice job by Johansson. Johansson at distance. Johansson, 2 jabs in the right hand at the bell. A good round for Ingemar Johansson. He rocked Galento, who weebled, wobbled, but did not go down. We prepare for round number 3, scheduled for 10 heavyweights, outdoor pavilion, Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. The bell for round number 3, both fighters circling one another from distance. It's Johansson leaping in with a left hook, catching Galento. Johansson again looks to follow it up. 2 jabs, no right hand. Galento just circles, hands down near his side. Johansson puts a jab into Galento's face, then a right left into the body. Good solid hooks by Ingemar Johansson, now back at distance. Galento still mocking Johansson, hands are down. And there is a lead right catching Galento. Nice shot by Ingemar Johansson. Johansson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches get through on what seems to be a tiring Tony Galento. Galento's arms are down. He is smiling and taunting Ingemar Johansson. Now, Galento moves forward, grabs on to Ingo. And that is a lot of holding and rabbit punching, and now a low blow. Referee admonishes Galento. Under a minute to go here in round 3. Johansson seems a bit weary now. Galento, left-right lands. Wild punches, but they landed. Johansson comes back with a lead right, catching Galento. Final seconds of round 3. The bell. Neither fighter landed cleanly at the bell. An excellent round for Johansson until Galento roughed him up, holding and hitting, and then sending a shot to the franks and beams. Let's see if that deters Ingo from doing battle. Johansson will stay at distance. They're telling Galento in his corner, just go out and murder the bum. Round 4 scheduled for 10. Galento lumbers forward to meet a moving Ingemar Johansson. Johansson puts 1 jab on him, 2 jabs on him. Johansson looks to set the right hand. There it is! A 1-2-3. Nice shots by Ingemar Johansson. Galento tried to defend himself, might have parried away one of those jabs, but the right hand got through solid. A wild combination by Galento lands, but not cleanly. Johansson back at distance. Johansson working the jab overtime. Galento plods forward. Galento clipped with a right hand and a left hook to the jaw. Beautiful combination by Ingemar Johansson. Johansson feints the jab and lands a right underneath the elbow of Galento into the labanza. Johansson is in a rhythm. Johansson, jab, jab, jab. Booyah! Right hand. Galento buckles again. Johansson measuring. Johansson is measuring. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots to the head of Tony Galento. Galento's right eye has busted open, blood pouring down. That cut is in a horrific spot. Final seconds of round 4. Galento, a bloody mess, looks to fire. He lands a left hook into the ribs of Ingemar Johansson. A lot of blood pouring down into that right eye of Tony Galento. Big shots by Ingemar Johansson. They quickly go to work on that nasty gash in the Galento corner. Round 5, there's a lot of goop on that cut above the right eye of Galento. The referee says wipe some of that crap off. Now the bell for round number 5. Galento knows he's got to do something big here. Galento windmills, catching Ingemar Johansson with hooks to the head. Johansson tries to regroup from distance. Back behind the jab. Hooks to the body. Good job. It was a right hook that caught Galento moving forward. Galento ponders forward, and he is clipped again. Johansson throwing punches in bunches. He doesn't land them all, but he is scoring behind the jab. Galento moves forward, pushes Johansson off balance. Wild combination. Right hand, left hook, right hand, clipping Johansson on the jaw. Johansson is down! Johansson is down! The bloody Galento drops Johansson. The referee picks up the count at 6, 7, 8, 9. Johansson, Galento in his corner think the bout is over, but they are incorrect. Johansson just barely beats the count. A bloody Galento looks to end it. Banging away. Johansson is on his horse. Galento pursues. Big shots by Tony Galento. And Johansson is down for his second time. He's going insane here in Las Vegas. Johansson is up at the count of 3. He will take the mandatory 8 count. Referee says, do you want to go on? Johansson nods yes. The referee now sends Galento back to the neutral corner as Galento is starting to rush out, blood pouring from above that cut over the Galento eye. Johansson in a world of hurt. Galento swarms him on the ropes, banging away. Galento continues to pound away. Final seconds. The referee looking on, and he's going to let it go. Tony Galento drops Johansson twice, then proceeded to knock the stuffings out of the Swede on the ropes. They are going over to the Johansson corner with the doctor and the referee. And that is it. That is it. The referee on the advice of the ringside physician and Johansson's corner has stopped the bout. 2-ton Tony Galento has upset Ingemar Johansson, and boy, will that be a long plane ride home to Sweden. A bloody 210 Tony Galento is victorious. What a fight. Another comeback for a United States of America pugilist. You thought Ronnie Lyle was going to go down to defeat, and he knocks out Frank Bruno. You thought a bloodied and battered Tony Galento, 2-ton Tony, comes back, dropping Ingemar Johansson twice in round 5. Johansson did not want to answer the bell for round 6. And you can hear Galento promenading around the ring, said, "I told you I murdered a bum." And here is your official announcement. Your winner by technical knockout, when Ingemar Johansson fails to answer the bell, Tony Galento, the man from Orange, New Jersey. So what a win for 2-ton Tony Galento. That should bring him to bigger and better things. A huge win for Galento. We now come up to our co-main event, Tommy Morrison and Kenny Norton. Norton is 1-1-1. Norton's been in 3 big bouts. And let's take a look at Kenny Norton. So let's go to Kenny Norton very quickly. He has fought Tunney twice, a draw and a loss. That was a tough. Wow. So Johansson's now 0-3. On to Kenny Norton. Tommy Morrison's 0-2-1. So again, this is and Morrison can punch. That's where he'll have an advantage, because Norton's chin against big punchers is not bueno. Kenny Norton beat Harry Coetzee by decision. That led him to a title shot against Tunney. He had a draw with the Fighting Marine, but then Tunney came back to beat him on a split decision. Since then, Norton has been idled, so he really wants to get in the win column. Tommy Morrison, 0-2-1, had a draw with Jimmy Young. It was a very good effort. In the rematch, Jimmy Young outpointed him pretty easy. And then Morrison took on Joe Frazier. Frazier annihilated Tommy Morrison in 1 round. And that was for the North American Boxing Federation Championship when Frazier held that title. So both fighters seek to get back in the win column. Tommy the Duke Morrison, J, Oklahoma, 48-3-1 with 42 stoppages in actuality. Kenny Norton from San Diego, California, the man who busted Muhammad Ali's jaw in their first fight, 42-7-1 with 33 stoppages. We've already given you the records in our universe. Tommy Morrison, a tremendous puncher. And that punching power rating will drop Norton's chin from an 8 to a 4 because his special trait is not a good one. Against very big punchers, his chin goes from an 8 to a 4. So can Morrison catch Norton before Norton catches Morrison? This is a hell of a fight card. Here we go. Main event still to come. Gerry Cooney, Ezzard Charles. Both fighters are in the ring. Tommy Morrison out of the red corner. Kenny Norton out of the blue corner. They come to ring center. The referee asks any questions from the chief seconds in the Morrison corner. They say no. Referee now turns to the Kenny Norton's chief seconds. Any questions? They say no. He says, touch gloves, come out fighting. Both fighters touch gloves. Morrison heads back to the red corner. Norton the blue corner. We await the bell. 10 rounds, heavyweights. The bell for round number 1. Norton has a slight edge in control. Norton, Morrison, both from the outside. Kenny Norton lands a grazing right hand, a looping punch. Norton behind the jab, lands. He's being first. A 1-2 combination by Kenny Norton. That right hand's not really straight. It comes in on a loop, but it's scoring. Morrison has not thrown a damn thing yet. And Kenny goes right back to that jab. He brings it from his hip, and he's catching Morrison, keeping Morrison off balance. Now Morrison just determined to throw punches. He does. He misses wildly with a left hook and a right hand. Norton was able to easily evade those shots. Both fighters circle. Under a minute to go here in round 1. Tommy trying to land something here. Tommy feints to the body. Booyah! Left hook to the jaw of Kenny Norton. Norton is hurt. Morrison looks to follow up. Morrison is too wild with his punches. Norton is able to duck away and smother him. Referee breaks them. Final seconds in round number 1. Norton throws, misses the bell. So Tommy the Duke Morrison landed the biggest punch, a haymaker left hook. Norton buckled, tried to hold on to Tommy. Tommy pushed him away, but was too wild in his follow-up. I give round 1 to Tommy the Duke Morrison. That was a big, solid shot. Norton has a big edge in endurance, though. Round 2 scheduled for 10. Morrison charges out at Norton. Norton stays at distance. Morrison is able to get inside the Norton jab. I don't think Norton's head is cleared. Right hook to the body, left hook to the body, left hook to the jaw of Kenny Norton. Norton is in big trouble. Norton backs into the ropes. Tommy Morrison looking to end Kenny Norton like Gerry Cooney did. Banging away, banging away. Norton's trapped on those ropes. Morrison continues to punch. Norton dips, comes up. He fires with a left hook to the body. Morrison keeps Norton on those ropes. Norton does not have legs back. Morrison throwing hard. He's not landing everything. He might punch himself out. Norton looks to fight off the ropes. Lands a 1-2. His legs still aren't there. He's leaning against those ropes. Morrison winds up with a big hellacious combination. Left hook to the body, left hook to the head, right hand to the head. Big exchange by both. But Morrison is able to keep Norton pinned on those ropes. 28 seconds left in round 2. Morrison dips in with a left to the body and quickly brings that educated left hook to the jaw of Kenny Norton. How many more of these shots can Norton take? Another left hook to the jaw of Kenny Norton at the bell. Excellent round by Tommy the Duke Morrison. Morrison really applied the pressure there. We have a 2-0 Tommy Morrison. A lot of concern in that Kenny Norton corner. But at any time, Tommy Morrison's will, chin, and confidence could leave him. Here's the bell for round number 3. Both fighters trying to get their punches off, but Norton smothers Morrison on the inside. Referee breaks him. Both pugilist strongmen. Norton behind the jab. Lands a left hand, a right hand to the jaw, then a 1-2 to the body. Wide hooks that got through to the rib cage of Tommy Morrison. Morrison works his way inside. Morrison throws the right hand. Norton was able to deflect it away. No counter by Kenny. Morrison again gets inside. He is too wild. He is missing those shots. He's going to get clipped inside those shots. His punches are very wide. There it is, and here's the counter. Beautiful countering shots against those wide punches of Tommy Morrison. An excellent 2-punch salvo. A right hand, then a left uppercut by Kenny Norton. A minute to go here in round 3. Morrison again misses. He is just too wild, too over anxious. Morrison breathing heavily. Norton ties him up. Shoves his head down a bit. Referee breaks them. 29 seconds to go in round 3. Morrison cannot get in on the inside. Norton, just a little slight movement, is throwing off Tommy Morrison. Final seconds here in round 3. Norton looks to be first, and he is. A 1-2-3 combination. Jab, right hand, left hook. Clipping scored for Kenny Norton. We give him round 3 after a very big round 2 for Tommy the Duke Morrison, and he already seems like he is fatigued with anxiety. Round 4 scheduled for 10. They're trying to calm Tommy down in his corner, and now Tommy's on his Tommy's on his horse. What the hell is he doing? Norton trying to pick him apart with the jab, but Tommy's moving. Those punches fell short by Kenny Norton. Norton again fires. A grazing right cross clips the side of the head of the Duke. Morrison definitely losing his confidence. He's just moving. Norton trying to hunt him down with that jab. He cannot. Missed the right hand. There's a 1-2-3 combination by Kenny Norton. Morrison continues to move. He looks like he's anxiety ridden. As I say that, he wings a wild left-right uppercut, catching Kenny Norton, and Norton is hurt. Norton is hurt. Can Tommy have the confidence to finish Kenny Norton? Overhand right miss, left hook misses. Norton dips, comes up countering with a left and a right to the jaw of Tommy Morrison. Norton a bit weary of that Morrison power. Both fighters circling one another. 33 seconds to go in round 4. Morrison looks to leap in once again. Grazing jabs there. He should have threw the right hand. He has no confidence, Tommy. As Norton hits hard to Morrison's body with a right-left hook combination at the bell. We give round 4 to Morrison. Even though he was on his bicycle, he did land the wild left-right uppercut, buckling the knees of Kenny Norton. Morrison on the stool. His corner's trying to calm him down. He's breathing very heavily. Let's go to the ringside score. 39-37 Morrison. I'm in agreement with that. But it looks like Morrison's the one who's losing when you look at both pugilists in their corner. Here's the bell. Round 5 scheduled for 10 heavyweights. Toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Both fighters scored. Not a lot of oomph on those punches. Norton looking to really pick up the pace here. One jab, two jabs. Looping right hand catches Tommy Morrison. Good job by Kenny Norton. Morrison comes back with a combination. Jab and a right hand to the body. Morrison looks to follow it up. Throws wildly. Norton slips. Comes up countering. Right hand, left hook, right hand. Norton continues to punch. Big shots on Tommy Morrison. Morrison tries to circle away. Morrison lands a jab. No right hand behind it. Morrison paused the jab. Norton fires it. Left and a booyah right on the jaw of Tommy Morrison. Morrison buckles. Goes back into the ropes. Kenny Norton with 34 seconds left. Kenny Norton banging away. Morrison is in trouble. Can Kenny Norton finish the job? There's the bell. Tommy Morrison survives round 5, but how much longer will the Duke last? Could it be Tommy's little bighorn? Big shots by Kenny Norton. Morrison definitely, as we know, has confidence issues. Well, his confidence is definitely being tested now. Round 6 scheduled for 10. Morrison fatigued. Some zip has left his punches. Norton still has that susceptible chin. Here's the bell for round number 6. Both fighters from distance, but it's Norton getting his punches off first. Feints the jab to the body. Right hand to the head. Left hook. Right hand to the jaw of Tommy Morrison. Morrison is hurt again. Morrison tries to grab onto Norton. Norton shoves him away. But Norton cannot land as he's a little wild with his follow-up punches. Norton now measuring Tommy. Hooks to the body. Then again hooks to the body. Good job by Kenny Norton. Morrison ties up Norton. Norton much more confident now. Referee breaks them. 1:21 to go here in round 6. Morrison trying to move and parry away punches from Kenny Norton. Morrison goes south of the border. Referee warns him. Under a minute to go here in round 6. Kenny Norton jabbing a solid right hand on Tommy Morrison. 36 seconds to go in round 6. 2 jabs missed. 2 jabs missed. Morrison was able to get his hands up to block those Norton jabs. Morrison dips, throws a wild left hook, clipping Norton on the chin, and Norton is down! Kenny Norton is down! A tired, exhausted, anxious Tommy Morrison to the neutral corner. Referee picks up the count at 6. Norton starts to rise. He'll take the mandatory 8 count. Holy cow! There's not enough time, and there's the bell. Luckily for Kenny Norton, as he goes weebly wobbly to his corner, Tommy Morrison threw a haymaker left hook from Jay, Oklahoma. That clipped Norton on the chin, and down he went upon his backside. Turned over, got to his feet at the count of 6, took the mandatory 8 count, and then the bell rang, saving Kenny Norton. Richie L., 1991. Ken Norton had a great son who played NFL for some of the best teams in the 90s also. Hi out. Yes, Ken Norton Jr. He played for the 49ers and Cowboys. You are correct. What a wild fight card we had when we put this together. This is what I envisioned. Round 7. Let's go to the ringside score. 57-56. How can you give that a 10-9 round? Morrison dropped Kenny Norton. That's a 10-8 round, folks. Here we go, round 7. The bell. Morrison on the outside, Norton on the outside. Tommy throws his punches. Tommy, jab, right hand, left hook, and an overhand right. Norton is hurt. Norton is hurt. Morrison looks to follow it up. He cannot land effectively. Both fighters circle. Norton's now on his bicycle. Morrison cautiously pursues his prey. Toe-to-toe exchange. Both fighters scored well with their jab and right hand. Morrison looks to load up, and he misses the overhand right. Morrison loads up again. Left hook to the body landed. The left to the head did not. Morrison loading up with every punch now. Right hand, left uppercut, right hand. Norton is hurt. 30 seconds to go. Norton comes back with a 3-punch salvo. Left, right, left, right. That's a 4-punch salvo. I apologize. Swelling near the right eye of Tommy Morrison. We coming to a conclusion of round 7. Morrison throws wildly, lands. Norton counters with a right hand at the bell. So they'll have to work on that swelling near the right eye of Tommy Morrison. Good round for Morrison. Still, I don't think he's quite confident in what he is doing. But Morrison has that big booming shot. Morrison breathing very heavily. In the Norton corner, they're telling Kenny, we know you went down, but you got him in deep water now. And as we say in boxing, let's drown. The bell for round number 8. Norton bringing the pressure out of that crab-like crouch. Morrison trying to stay away. Norton gets into range. Norton left hook to the body, right hook to the body, left hook to the head, right hand to the jaw of Morrison. Morrison is hurt. Norton looks to follow up. Norton with a left right to the body. Norton continues to punch. Morrison backs to the ropes. Overhand right, left to the body, another right hand to the head of Tommy Morrison. Blood from the nose of the Duke. Tommy looks to fight off the ropes. Drives a left hook into the ribs of Kenny Norton, then brings it to the head. Norton backs up. Morrison moves away from the ropes towards Norton. Norton fires with a 1-2, catching Tommy Morrison with a jab in the straight right hand. Toe-to-toe exchange, action at ring center. Both fighters scored. Morrison loads up. That left hook lands in the body. The one to the head just went sailing over as Norton ducked underneath it, partially from the pain he felt in his ribs. Norton looks to fire back. Norton, left hand, left uppercut, right hand on the jaw of Tommy Morrison. Morrison is hurt again. Morrison goes back into the ropes. Referee looking on. Morrison not defending himself, and there's the bell. Oh, Tommy Morrison lucked out there. Norton was measuring. with the jab. He landed one right, and then the bell sounded. Norton has taken control of this bout. It is still close as we have 6 more minutes of combat. Let's go to the ringside score, unofficial. 76-75, Kenny Norton. And again, to be honest with you, we have it even because Morrison, Tommy dropped Kenny Norton in the 6th. They gave, and that should be a 10-8 round. So I have it even. Round 9. They've told Tommy, give it everything you got these last 6 minutes. In the Norton corner. And they're telling him if he moves forward, pick him apart. Here's the bell. The Duke races out towards Kenny Norton. Norton. Booyah! Right hand catches Tommy Morrison coming in. Morrison is badly hurt. This could be the beginning of the end. A jab and a right hand. Nails Tommy. Blood from the nose of Morrison. Morrison getting puffed up. Morrison comes back. Right hand, left uppercut. Norton is hurt. Morrison, left hook to the body, left hook to the jaw of Kenny Norton. Norton backs into the ropes. Unbelievable brawl. Morrison with an overhand right and a left into the ribs as Norton languishes on the ropes. Morrison taking advantage of it. He's too wild. Throwing punches in bunches. Norton looks to counter. Norton with a left hook on the jaw of Tommy Morrison. But Norton still stuck on those ropes. Norton with a 1-2-3. Norton still stuck on those ropes. Morrison digging hard. Morrison with big shots. Left, right, left. Left uppercut, right hand, left hook to the jaw. Down goes Kenny Norton. Norton arm on the ropes. The count is at 6, 7, 8. Norton drags himself up along the ropes. The referee looks into Kenny Norton's eyes as we're coming to a conclusion of round 9. Morrison races out from the neutral corner, and there's the bell as Norton grabs on for dear life. Morrison got one punch through. Holy cow, what a brawl. Another tremendous action fight here from the outdoor arena. Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. Monday Mayhem. 85-84 Tommy Morrison. We have it 86-84 because again the round he dropped. Morrison dropped Norton in the 6th. They give it a 10-9. I give it a 10-8. Who's gonna win this one? Holy cow! Will this be the first bout to go the distance? Both fighters are fatigued. I tell you, you gotta be impressed with Tommy Morrison. We thought he was done. We thought his anxiety, his lack of confidence kicked in. But he is dug deep. He is dug deep in his soul. Now, can Kenny Norton dig deep? There's the bell. And as I say that, Tommy Morrison is on his bicycle. They have told Tommy in his corner, you're ahead. Norton, they've told him you need a knockout. Norton races out towards Morrison. Oh my lord! Windmilling, catching Morrison with lefts and rights. And down goes Morrison! Unbelievable! Norton goes to the neutral corner. Referee picks up the count. 5, 6. Morrison rises. He's on shaky legs. He'll take the mandatory 8 count. This could be it. What a wild brawl. Morrison looks all but done. Norton's nailing him very patiently. Norton lands another couple of good shots. Norton measuring. Jab and another right hand. Norton lands on the belt line. About a minute to go here in round 10. Tommy looks to win. Tommy lands a left-right. Under a minute. Norton lands a hook to the body. 25 seconds left in this bout. Norton lands a tremendous combination. Morrison on the ropes. Norton looking to punch away. And there's the bell. But it was Tommy Morrison this time, languishing on the ropes, being pummeled by a tired but very game Kenny Norton. This has draw written all over it. Holy cow. Morrison told in his corner, you are ahead, stay away, and he got clipped, and down he went. Kenny Norton came charging out the best he could, letting his hands go. 4 shots, and a 5th one catching, grazing Morrison on the way down. Morrison did beat the count, did survive the round and the fight, but was being battered on the ropes. Had there been 10 more seconds, Norton would have stopped Tommy Morrison. We go to the judges' scorecards. Main event still to come. It's up next. Gerry Cooney, Gentleman Gerry, versus the Cincinnati Cobra, Ezzard Charles. Don't go nowhere, folks. 94-93, Kenny Norton. It's close, I'm telling you. I have it even because, again, round 6, Morrison dropped Ken Norton. It should have been a 10-8 round, in my opinion. Holy cow. We await the judges. The cards are being collected. They're handed over to the ring announcer. Here we go. We await the official decision. 94-93 Norton. 94-93 Norton. 94-94 even. A majority decision for Kenny Norton. What a brawl. Ken Norton back in the win column, but at what a cost. It was not easy for Kenny Norton, but he showed his merit. He showed what he is worth. He got up, continued to fight, and won. Tommy Morrison, a good effort, but they'll have to question that decision in the 10th to just try to move away. Morrison was dead tired, and he got clipped, and down he went, timber. Let's go to the fight report. Let's go to round 6. I mean, again, you see it. Norton goes down. Norton goes down. That is a 10-8 round. All 3 judges give it 10-9 for Morrison. Had that been a 10-8 round, we have a draw across the boards. I had the fight even. I am vindicated, and I feel good about my decision. Norton 6-5 in punch points, but the knockdown, Kenny Norton goes down for a 6 count at the bell. Takes the mandatory 8, the bell sounds, ends the round. That should have been a 10-8 round. What horrible scoring, costing Tommy Morrison a draw. Grant you, if Morrison doesn't get knocked down, it is a majority draw for Tommy Morrison, because he would have lost. We'll say if he doesn't get knocked down, he still loses round 10, 10-9. So that round 6 is going to be highly questioned by all the boxing and sports writers here in Las Vegas and those witnessing it from around the country and around the world. Morrison knocked down Kenny Norton right at the bell. It should have been a 10-8 round. The ringside scorer and all 3 judges who count, the 3 scoring judges, 10-9 Morrison. That is absolutely awful. Well, controversy in boxing, shocking. Controversy in boxing in Las Vegas, shocking. Dwayne Martz is also shocked at ringside, says it should have been a 10-8 round. I agree. Now to the main event, Gerry Cooney, Ezzard Charles. This is huge for Cooney, even for Charles. Now, in my boxing universes, I do not fight guys who usually fought each other in real life. So Ezzard Charles did fight Joe Louis once in real life. After Joe Louis relinquished the title, came back and defeated him, though it was a tough fight. So Ezzard Charles, even if he wins, will not get a title shot. If Cooney wins, it could propel him to a date with destiny. His big left hook against Joe Louis's chin. Let's go to the preview. This is the main event, 10 rounds heavyweights. Gentleman Gerry Cooney, the big Irishman from Huntington, New York, 28-3-0 with 24 stoppages in reality. Ezzard Charles from Cincinnati, Ohio, the Cincinnati Cobra, tremendous light heavyweight as well as a tremendous heavyweight. 95, 25, and 1 with 52 stoppages. In our universe, Gerry Cooney is 7, 4, and 1. He has 5 stoppages. He's lost 3 times by knockout. He's had 2 fights with Primo Carnera, winning 1, losing 1. Ezzard Charles is 2 and 1. He has 2 stoppages, and he was stopped. Here we go. And I believe that was Joe Baxi who stopped him. Then he came back to beat Baxi. I think he beat Baxi twice. Now I have to see. Let's go to the rankings. Yeah, he's had 3 fights with Joe Baxi, the fighter I created. Baxi TKO'd him in the 13th. Probably made Baxi's card a little too good, so I adjusted it. Then he TKO'd Baxi in the 15th, and then again in the 14th. So he's 2 and 1. And for the first time, he's not fighting Joe Baxi. As Bernard Strom says, great card, Al. Thanks. Thank you for watching. Here's the main event now. Again, when I put together a fight card, I want to know, I want TV-friendly fights. What's going to put fannies in people's seats? What's going to put fannies in front of that TV? I hate to tell you this. As great as Floyd Mayweather Jr. is, he ain't put... And he did. He made a lot of money. I never understood that because he was great, but his fights stunk. His fights were boring. Most of them. He was more... When he was at lightweight, he had some good fights, junior lightweight. When he got up, and he won, he was great. Don't get me wrong, he's one of the all-time greats. It's just not someone I wanted to watch fight. Here we go. Cooney will have the edge in power. Charles will have the edge in defense. And a slight edge in control depending on the tactics. Cooney wants to bang with that left hook. He wants to use that left hook overtime. Charles, slick counterpuncher. Wants to use the jab in combinations. Both fighters are in the ring for our main event. SGJ Jamie says, tuned in time for the main event. Oh, this has been such a wonderful fight card. It's been unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we've had controversy. So here we go, the main event. I'd like to thank everyone who is at ringside. Many luminaries, SGJ Jamie, Bernard Strom, Dwayne March, check out his wonderful channel. Richie L 1991, check out his wonderful channel. VL123 was here before. Jack Thompson, thank you. Jake Cruz, Mark Jones, friend, confidant, and manager of Primo Carnera in our boxing universe. Jeff Ray, and Mr. Roper's Smile. So here we go, the main event. Let me take a swig of water. Mark Jones says, let's go Charles, leaving something for Primo. There's a possible third fight, a rubber match between Carnera and Cooney from Madison Square Garden. Or possibly in Rome, Italy. Instructions have been given from the referee. Cooney in the red corner, Charles in the blue. No questions from their chief seconds. They touch gloves. They go back. We await the bell for round number 1. A Cooney victory will give him a title shot against Joe Louis. Underdog or not, he has a big left hook. A Charles victory, well, again, I don't fight fighters who usually fight one another. But we might. I don't know. Here we go. Round 1 scheduled for 10. A sort of title eliminator. And it's Cooney coming right out. Ripping a left hook to the body. But missing it when he brings it to the head of Charles. Cooney applying the pressure. Charles staying at distance. Charles has to be Cobra-like. Strike and move. Charles throws a 1-2. Cooney ducks. Comes up with the left hook. Right hand. And Charles is down. Charles is down with quick right hand. Cooney in the neutral corner. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is over. It is over. Gerry Cooney has just earned a title shot against Joe Louis by stopping Ezzard Charles. Unbelievable. 39 seconds into the fight, and it is over. It is over. Let me say it one more time. It is over. Gentleman Gerry Cooney, the big Irishman from Huntington, New York. Holy cow, the left did tremendous damage, and then the right hand brought the victory home as Ezzard Charles went crashing face first to the canvas, and you can count to 4,052. Charles will not rise. In fact, he is still down. The ringside of physician is attending to Ezzard Charles now. Gerry Cooney has just had his greatest win in our universe, and he has earned a heavyweight title fight against the Brown Bomber, Joe Barrow Lewis. Unbelievable. So Gerry Cooney starches Ezzard Charles in one round, in under a minute, in Kenny Norton fashion. 39 seconds, and it is done. The crowd is going insane here at Caesar's Palace, the outdoor arena. Many of folk put money on Gerry Cooney. The odds were in the favor as Ezzard Charles, and many bettors have just won money on the big Irishman, Gerry Cooney. SGJ Jamie in the Cooney corner says, bring on the Brown Bomber. Unbelievable. Holy cow. Dwayne Martz, damn, Ken Norton is back in the locker room. Glad he fought Tommy. He knows the power of Cooney. Holy cow, what an upset. Now again, when I put these fight cards together, I'm going to tell you why I put these fights together. Then they were all fun, you have to admit, right? But I said Cooney's got that 8 power. A 6 chin's pretty good, but it's not great. See what I'm saying? And if he catches Charles, he could drop him. Well, he not only dropped him, he knocked him cold. 39 seconds into round 1. And here is your official announcement. Your winner via knockout at 39 seconds of round number 1. Gentleman Gerry Cooney, the big Irishman from Huntington, New York. And now it is being announced to the crowd. He will have a date with destiny. Cooney has earned himself a heavyweight title shot at the Brown Bomber Joe Lewis. So Gerry Cooney has earned a shot at Joe Lewis. Remember, his rival Primo Carnera starched Henry Cooper for the European title. Carnera held on to it in 1 round. SGJ Jamie, whoever bet on a first round knockout, drinks are on you. I agree. Holy cow. Did he? Let's see if he even landed a shot. I don't think he landed a shot. No. He landed nothing. This was a complete annihilation, a la Cooney versus Kenny Norton in 1980. Wow. It is over. It is over. It is over. Just to give you an update on Ezzard Charles' health, he is on the stool. He is communicating with Dr. David Little. And he seems like he'll be all right, but again, he'll most likely go to the hospital for precaution. Gerry Cooney is the winner and will get a heavyweight title shot. What a horrible, horrible defeat for Ezzard Charles. So SGJ Jamie, look away, look away, look away, as we're going to go through the results of what happened. Alexis Arguello in the rematch versus Gene Hatcher in a wild brawl stopped Hatcher in round 11, though no controversy in this time, in this stoppage, as opposed to the first fight where Hatcher was well ahead and was stopped in the 12th. Louis Firpo in a wild brawl with Eric Butterbean Esch, TKO of the big man in the 7th. Ronnie Lyle losing, exhausted, Bruno well ahead, and guess what happened to big old Frank? London Bridge went tumbling down. Ronnie Lyle knocks out Frank Bruno in the 6th. Tony Galento, bloody, battered, losing to Ingemar Johansson, knocks out Ingemar Johansson in the 5th. Kenny Norton, a controversial majority decision over Tommy Morrison. Why is it controversial? Because in round 6, at the bell, Tommy Morrison decked Kenny Norton. It should have been a 10-8 round. The ringside scorer and all 3 scoring judges must be high on crack. They only gave Morrison a 10-9 round. But, that being said, Morrison gets dropped in the 10th. Thus, Norton wins 94-93, 94-93, 94-94. Had they called it a 10-8 round, which they should have in the 6th, it should have been a draw. Had Morrison not gone down and just lost round 10, it would have been a majority draw. But it's a Kenny Norton win. As SGJ Jamie says, ears plugged, eyes closed. And then in the main event, we just witnessed it. Gerry Cooney starched Ezzard Charles, left to the jaw, and then the booyah right. The left pretty much had him out on his feet. The right hand sent him face first to the canvas. And counting to 4,052, this fight was over. Neil Hodgkinson from South Africa says, hello, Al. In South Africa, he says, I'm in South Africa. Hope all is well. 7 a.m. here. Off to work now. You take care, Neil, and you have a wonderful, beautiful day, my friend. Thank you very much for stopping by. Let's take a look at the rankings. So, you can see Charles drops to 8. Where did Cooney move up to? We're going to move Cooney into the top 10. We're going to drop Charles. Where's Cooney? Cooney's going to move... We're going to move Cooney to 8. Holmes to 9. Charles will drop out of the top 10. As Lennox Lewis will move up to 11. Charles will drop to 12. You know what? I think I want Holmes... I want Holmes at 7. Yeah, that's what I like. So Joe Louis has a title defense against Gerry Cooney. We might give Holyfield and Ali a fight. Then they'll fight each other for a mandatory. We'll have a title eliminator. But what a fun fight card. Thank you very much for watching. Dwayne March says, I think they marked the scorecard before the knockdown. They probably did, but that was incorrect. So, thank you very much to Dwayne March, Neil Hodgkinson, SGJ Jamie. Check out Dwayne March's wonderful channel. Mark Jones, Richard Butler. Thank you for stopping by. Richie L, 1991. Check out his wonderful YouTube channel. Bernard Strom. Check out all of his good work on Facebook and on his site. Jack Thompson, Jake Cruz, Jeff Ray, and Mr. Roper's Smiles. Fun fight card. Glad everyone enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate that. Check out all the other wonderful content creators in our community. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, please do so. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification, as we pretty much do everything live. We'll try to get another chat with Al, maybe 2 chats with Al this week. And we're looking to get people on the show to talk about their projects, their games that they like to play, and just talk about their projects. So if you want to be on with a chat with Al, talking about your sim projects, leave a comment below, as they say, with your contact information. Also, you must be a subscriber, and I must kind of have to, kind of know you a little bit. So we have some, ouch, I banged my hand. So we have a little confidence in one another. So stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Love you all. God bless. SGJ Jamie says, loving following your Legends of Boxing universe. Thank you very much. till next we meet, which hopefully will be soon, stay safe. Bye-bye and peace. Gerry Cooney starches Ezzard Charles in 39 seconds in the main event, earns a title shot against the Brown Bomber Joe Louis. Bye.